Okay, I want to talk to you guys first of all about a really important subject it's my go-to thing at this time of the year, which is setting your goals. But I want to take a little bit of a look at what that means. You know, like anything, you can set a goal kind of like automatically. Oh, yeah, I want to be a better photographer this year. Oh, yeah, I want to maybe get my work shown. Let's go a little deeper than that. I want to get what would be like the deepest you can go with your goals. And by that, I mean like what really touches your heart, not just your head. Because a goal is definitely, a thought process. This is what I want to accomplish. But let's go a little deeper and get the emotion out of it, just like we want to do with a photograph. Like, what is that really triggers an emotion that makes you almost tear up? Either because you don't know how you're going to achieve it, or because it's been unreachable, but you really do want to someday achieve it. And this doesn't have to be just for 2023. I want you to really, this is an exercise for your notebook. This is a notebook exercise. We have the official AYP notebook here. And whatever notebook you're using, I want you to really write down that goal that makes you kind of like stop. That something happens and you go, and you may even write it down and go, I'll never be able to do that. Mark, that's beyond my reach. That's okay. I mean, as long as it is something you can move towards. Many years ago, I taught mountaineering. I was a young mountaineering instructor in my late teens, believe it or not. When I was 19, 20, it's when I took an instructor's course and I became a mountaineering instructor. And in the mountains, it's all about goals. It's all goal setting. We were in the mountains for 30 days. Every one of our courses was 30 days. And during that time, our goal was to take these students and turn them into mountaineers, turn them into people who could really comfortably handle what the mountains could dish out. And that includes crossing raging rivers, that included camping or bivouacking at the top of a mountain, that included really learning how to cook meals that were actually tasty. And basically our goal was to teach these students how to be comfortable in the mountains and really enjoy when they do go into the mountains, really enjoy it, not have it be an uncomfortable experience. It really taught me a lot of things. But one of the things is, of course, you climb a mountain, you have to set a goal. What mountain are you going to climb? When do you want to get there? And when do you want to come back? And the important thing about climbing a mountain is not just getting to the top, but getting back down again. So we set goals. Sometimes you got up very, very early, 3 a.m, because you had to be at the top at a certain time and then come back. Now we were in Colorado, and Colorado, as Sue knows, Sun Valley is not very far away. The weather can get really extreme in the afternoon. You get huge thunderstorms, and that's just a really bad thing to be on a mountain when you're in a storm. So we had to plan our climb to get up and get down before one of those storms hit. Someday I'll tell you a story about how I didn't do that as a young instructor and the lesson I learned. But like getting back to the goal point, like you set a goal. I want to climb this mountain. I want to come back. But what's your mountain? It's nobody else's. And this is the other important thing about goals. It's about you. It's not like what somebody else set for you or what you see on social media or, I just hope I get a lot of likes or whatever. Those are phony goals. Don't go for those. My wife and I were talking about social media, how boring it really is. I hate to say it really is. You scroll through and it's like you're waiting for something to jump out at you and be exciting. She did, this was a goal for her last year. She hiked the Camino de Santiago in Spain. If you don't know what that is, you should Google it. It's a pilgrimage, and many people go on it. It was 550 miles, I believe. And that was a goal that she had. She set it. She went with a friend. I couldn't go with her, unfortunately, but she went with her best friend. They made it. And she's putting together a book of that journey. One of the pictures, she has it all laid out on a table, which is a really good way to do it. You heard that from Dan Milner. Lay your book out in the physical sense. So if you have a goal of putting a book together, keep this in mind. Make little prints, or get prints made, even if they're done at CVS, because this is just for your layout, and put them on your page how you want it and where you want your text to go. And it's so much better to lay it out in that physical sense. You can certainly do it, online as well, but it'll help you put it together. One of the prints that she has is, we have no Wi-Fi, talk to each other. I love that. We have no Wi-Fi, talk to each other. And we should remember that, this whole social media thing, like really, it's a shadow of what we should be doing, which is talking to each other. But back to your goal, I want you to really narrow this down. Like, what is it that you want to reach? Where do you want to go? What do you want to accomplish? If it's partially done in 2023, that's fine. Put it out there. But try to, as I said, try to grab that. What is it that grabs you emotionally, not just up here? Okay? That's my best advice for you right now. And work it out. And please do let me know what that is. You can reach me through social media. You can reach me on Instagram. One of the things I really treasure on Instagram is the conversations that I have with you guys. I get a lot of DMs and I respond to them. I really like that. Same thing on YouTube. You don't have to just say, hey, I like this or whatever. You can ask a question and we'll get you an answer. How's that sound? Please subscribe and enable the bell so you don't miss any of our new shows. Like the video and please share it and leave your comments. I love hearing from you. And remember to get out and capture your own images of life.